with Foster the People in the PlayStation tent at Coachella. We have Cubby and Mark. Hey boys, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, thank you for coming by and talking to us. Today marks a big event for Foster the People, your first Coachella experience as a band that's playing. How does it feel, if you could sum it up in a sentence?
I mean, it's surreal, you know? It's such a good festival.
Yeah, and you guys are an LA band, so this is just right down the street.
I know, it's kind of like a homecoming, because we haven't played like a big proper show in LA yet, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a lot of people that are curious to see us that haven't seen us in LA that are here, so.
Yeah, and you guys were here last year as fans, as festival goers. What's the biggest difference we've noticed from playing the show to being a festival goer?
We get to use the bathrooms backstage.
That's probably the best, right?
Yeah.
AC in those bathrooms?
You get your own servant.
What else have you guys been excited to see while you're here?
Empire of the Sun, Plan B.
That was pretty intense, right?
Arcade Fire was rad.
Yeah.
Kanye West tonight.
Yeah? You guys going to be all wrapped up and ready to watch that? You'll be all packed up?
Yeah, for sure.
Where are we going after Coachella?
Going home.
Yeah?
Yeah. We've been on tour for like 6 weeks, so.
Yeah.
So get to go and sleep in our own beds.
Have you stopped from South by, or have we been going the whole time?
No, we just been going the whole time.
How has this year been? This past, I guess, 7-8 months?
It's been great, man. It's been wild, you know. It's like you spend years like as a starving artist, you know, delivering pizzas and like, you know, making lattes, and then all of a sudden it's just like bang, you get to make music now.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
you guys are pretty, I mean, the first time I heard Pumped Up Kicks was probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it was like one of those things like, wow, this is going to be something for these guys for sure. How does it feel to have such trajectory from one track? How, like, is that a strange rise?
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of how it always starts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's one song that kind of opens up the door for people to hear the rest of your music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, it feels good. I'm glad that that's not the only song we have.
Yeah, and that's the job now, to like knock them over the heads. Go, hey, general public, listen up. But when you had that song in the can, were you like, okay, I know the power of this track? Did you have that in mind, or were you just?
No, really,
No?
didn't have. I mean, I liked the track. I remember I finished it and came and showed these guys. We're at a bar like at Wing Night or something, and I was like, hey, check this out. I just finished the song or whatever, and they were like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, it was like viral.
Yeah.
We're just like, whoa.
I guess that is cool.
Yeah.
So what's the summer hold for you guys? You got an album coming out in May? Tell us about that.
Yeah, we got our record coming out May 24th, and gonna be playing like Kimmel the day before and a bunch of like Amoeba Records in LA, like just some shows there, and then we just do like a whole other, our first European tour, and then we do like our second US tour.
And also, you guys have a placement in a FIFA soccer video game, correct?
Yeah.
That happens to be a perfect segue.
Well, that's like been my favorite video game for the last 2 years.
Yeah?
That's all I play.
Did you have a hard campaign to get one of your tracks in, or just kind of came around?
No, they contacted us. It was genius.
How
now
stoked
they're
are you
gonna
about
send like a bunch of video games over, like the whole EA package. We're
Nice.
stoked.
So that's the top one, FIFA. You guys like other ones?
Yeah. I mean, FIFA's my favorite.
I like killing games too. I'm not good at the sports.
Nazi zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That always goes over. Anything with Nazis in it, people go crazy for, especially if they're being murdered. So that's good. You got one, Cubby? Are you a gamer in any sort of way?
I've been to Porto in a system, so I like car games.
Yeah?
Racing games.
Well, I think we're hooking you up with some systems here, so you'll be able to find that maybe you have an inner gamer in you in some way, some shape or form.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys very much for coming, stopping by, and talking to us. Everyone's really excited. You're one of the names at Coachella, as you were at South by. So, and it's cool to see an LA band do what you guys are doing. So,
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Foster the People.